So, hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Was soll ich sagen? Wir haben angefangen, das mit der Leiche zu untersuchen, denn es gibt ja jetzt wieder ein Gerichtsverfahren und da sollten wir natürlich entsprechend das jetzt genauer untersuchen. Über den Körper und den Tatort, oder zumindest diesen Fundort, haben wir einiges rausgefunden, aber ansonsten... So, there's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. Es geht jetzt um ein bestimmtes Fragment, das wir gefunden haben. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? Ja, das war die Vermutung. If that's true. Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko is not the kind of person to talk about herself and all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room?
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Ja. Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later, at the class trial. Oh, no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Ja, da sagt einem das Spiel auch nicht, wo das ist, aber wenn man ein bisschen aufgepasst hat, weiß man, wo man so diese Struktur schon mal gesehen hat. Aber natürlich müssen wir jetzt erstmal alle Etagen nach unten rennen. So. Och nee. Wer hat das nur konstruiert, du? Ja, aber der Ort, an den gedacht wurde, ist natürlich das hier. So, wenn ich mich recht erinnere. Weil wir ja schon mal was Ähnliches mit so einem roten, eckigen Ding dran gesehen haben. Und das war eine Bombe. Monokuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
I just found something. Ja, da sieht man's. Genau dieses Ding. What is it? It's...
Huh?
It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb? And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden. Fragments near the dead body has been updated in the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Und wieder hoch. Na gut, immerhin Treppensteigen ist gesund, aber trotzdem. Ach ja. Das hätten sie auch besser machen können mit dem Design. Quatsch, da lang. Jojo, dann haben wir es gleich. Übrigens, ich habe jetzt vor einer Weile was gesehen. Es kommt wohl bald eine sehr interessante Mod raus für Portal 2. So ein richtig umfangreiches Ding. Mit einem dritten Portal und sowas. Und das sah echt sehr interessant aus. Ich glaube, dann habe ich auch schon was vor, wenn das rauskommt. Vor allem, es wird ja eine kostenlose Mod. Das ist, ja. So. You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well. Let's go. Ah, wait for me. Byakuya walked off without a second glance and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole and then... And it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. So this is Kyoko's room.
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing particular, I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my research to come here? Yeah, out of my search, not research. Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know. Earlier Kyoko gave me something. Huh? What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets?
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Entschuldigung, mich kurz räuspern. Under the sheets. What could it be? Erst einmal sehe ich mir das hier an. There's something on the table. It's a wood block decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I have never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo? So, ansonsten ist das Zimmer total leer. But could something be hidden on the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class number 78, student registry. Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with a key.
God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and beep. That's it.
This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay, I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name Mukuro Ikusawa. Sex female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Okay, das klingt ein bisschen krank. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. Fenrir übrigens eine Gestalt aus der nordischen Mythologie oder germanischen. Auch bekannt als der Fenriswolf. Ein Kind von Loki übrigens. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Interessant. The ultimate soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other's sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then...
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir is already...
Found it! Whoa! I feel like a hero is becoming a bit player and a bit player is becoming a hero.
It's you.
What? Huh? What have you got in your pretty little hand there? What? Uh-oh, you found your profile?
So what if we did?
Hey, come on now.
Don't freak out on me. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivores, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours.
Of course I am. This proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself.
Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is now, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting?
Interesting?
It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hallway back when there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among y'all.
Misunderstanding? Are you saying...
in other words.
That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed.
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16!
16? Then...
Mukuro Ikusawa, the 16th student. lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mikro Ikusawa. She's part of this school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Did you say something?
Why are you telling us this?
Oh, well, because... Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you.
Revenge?
I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with ya.
Seriously?
Hey.
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out, all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but... She wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see.
What?
Okay, now that's all you get.
Monokuma's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand? The tattoo? Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said that they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars. Which means... those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here.
That's right.
Obviously, Monokuma is trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. Das ist eine Möglichkeit, es zu interpretieren. But why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to the case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigations fair. Mukuro is related to the case?
It's certainly
Perhaps
possible.
she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusawa isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity, but if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So in other words,
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense than to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well, then I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming? Ach, da sind wir schon automatisch, wir müssen nicht hinrennen. Hurry up and check the locker. That's what we're here for after all. Okay, der ganz außen. There are wooden lockers here. They use woodblock keys, just like those super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found on that locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it. Okay. I took out the woodblock key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock, and the locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Titanium arrows. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a blood stain?
I see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in this school would you go to do research on something? Research? Are you talking about the archive? That's right, the archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins, let's hurry. Und hier würde ich sagen, machen wir erstmal einen kleinen Schnitt. Ich weiß, das ist jetzt gerade ziemlicher Cliffhanger, aber so läuft es halt gerade. Und ja, was haltet ihr denn bisher von der Sache? Wer ist das Opfer? Wer ist der Täter? Man weiß bisher noch sehr, sehr wenig. Also dann, lasst ein Däumchen da, wenn es euch heute gefallen hat. Konstruktive Kritik und so weiter und sonstige Kommentare sind immer gerne gesehen. Und wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge von Let's Play Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Bis dahin, Cheerio.